Hey everyone, so today we're going over how my positions ended. They expired Friday and/or got assigned. AT&T expired worthless, just barely over this 30-50 mark, which is fine. It's where we wanted at. Snapchat, way higher than 18, closer to 19. Bank of America, it's at about 24.14. After hours, a little bit up, but with all that's going on with the protests and riots, who knows what's going on with that. Either way, I kind of want to own it for the long term to pay out a dividend in about a few weeks. That's what I did wrong with Gilead, I believe. Gilead, as I'm about to show you here, they have a dividend in about 2 weeks. So you can see that if I would have just waited, sold my covered call a little bit higher, it might have even hit my covered call if I would have sold it like 77 or 78. I would have made a lot of money either way, but I could have gained about one share, 68 cents, times that by 100, about 68. That's close to 77. I would have almost gained a share basically for free just by holding it for 2 more weeks. So, probably coulda, shoulda, woulda. It is what it is. This is the whole point of this is just to document it, kind of learn as I go. So Bank of America, I think is a better stock to do the same thing. I want to hit this dividend. It might give me maybe half a share, but I have two contracts, which is 200. So I have 200 shares. This is will at least give me 1.5 shares. So I really want to set a higher cover call, and even I could do it for 2 weeks out. But usually stocks rise closer to dividends because people want to get paid. So knowing they'll get paid, the price will go up. However, I'm probably gonna set a high covered call just so the likelihood of me getting assigned is very low. And if I do get assigned, I would be profiting well over what I paid, which is the 25.50. I would probably do it somewhere in the 27.50 to 27 mark. I might do one at 27, one at 27.50. I mean, it's only going to bring in $10, but if it were to get assigned, I would make, a couple $100 per contract, which would be in total of about $400. So I could part ways with the stock for $400 if it actually got there for $10. I mean, that wouldn't be a big deal. $10 is not gonna, make me rich overnight, but the dividends I really, really want. After the dividends, we'll see where it goes. I still think this is an undervalued stock. So, it does, hurt a little bit when it goes down a little bit. What can you do? It's the way it moves, ebbs and flows. It's in an upward trend. Then again, everything is now. Um, the future is pretty shaky, but I think Bank of America will do well. People are still going to be banking. I don't think that's going to change. And yeah, so the dividend's coming up. So our our plays that we're gonna do, we're probably gonna stick with AT&T. I'm thinking about MGM just because it's at a pretty attractive level. Um, and it has ridiculous premium. You can get an MGM contract for a week, about out the money, and you can make a $90 to $100 off the bat. So that's very very enticing, and it doesn't move all too much. I mean, it does ebb and flow like the rest do, but if I could buy if I could buy MGM for about $15, I go here MGM for about $15. In between there, I can make $10. That's maybe one share. It's not great, but maybe I could go a little bit higher. I think I'm gonna wait to sell these covered cash secured puts later in the week. I think with all that's going on, you're probably gonna see a sell off. Once that sell off happens, probably see a little bit of support just because I think it'll be short lived, and then we'll go from there. So I don't think I'm gonna be jumping on the bandwagon selling all these cash secured puts Monday when I think we've already had bad news over the weekend, and it's probably going to lead to a down day Monday, and we'll see about Tuesday. Pfizer, however, had some really bad news on their cancer drug. Flailing, it stopped. It's not going to not going to cure cancer basically, but it's not going to do what it intended to. It tanked. It looks like it came back up a little bit, and it's at the 35 mark. It was trading at 38 all week. So Pfizer's a good long-term company. You can see past 3 years. I mean, it's a pharmaceutical company, pays really good dividends. Basically, if you have 100 of them, you'll get a free another share every single quarter. That's really, really good. So I want to own this long term. I think I should make a move on Pfizer. I got beat up. Bad news. I might sell this one Monday. Uh, AT&T might do the same thing. That's a good one. I don't think AT&T is really going to be hurting terribly much. They're at a pretty good buy point right now as it is. Let's see. I mean, yeah, they're at a decent price point, about the $30 range. You could have bought any time over the past month. Its lows were 26, but it's just worth more than that. So, and it pays really, really strong dividends, very strong dividends. I want to own this company. So this is probably going to be a play. Over here on the left is my like weekly options watch list. Basically, it kind of everything here is under $100 except Disney. I've got a good bit of money to do these cash to cover puts, but I like to have at least 3 or 4 different trades per week just to kind of spread me out. If I'm all in one stock and it gets assigned, then I'm at a higher risk. So if I spread my money out and go in different sectors each week, pharmaceuticals, growth. This is ETF, but it's kind of technology, um, food, grocery stores, Uber. I mean, like I'm kind of all well diversified under the $100 mark. I could trade these pretty frequently, and if one goes down, the other ones won't, vice versa. Either way, I want to own every single one on this list. I think every single one of these companies will be here in 10 years. That's not going away, but we will see. I will take us back to the chart. So we didn't make as much money this week, like I said, because of the margin not being there. I didn't have the funds to necessarily do it. We will be possibly going for these Pfizer. I said I wanted to wait, but we'll see Monday. Basically, we'll see how it opens tomorrow. If it tanks, honestly, might sell if it tanks. I have a feeling it's going to be down. We'll see how far it actually goes down. I think there'll be support just because how low it's already gone. And I know it's pretty bad, but I mean, we've been on lockdown for months. So to be honest, it's crazy, but it's not anything we haven't dealt with already. So I don't think it's going to change the price that much. But all these companies haven't truly been affected. MGM's, been the casinos haven't been operating for months now, so that's not going to change. People are still using their cell phones. People are still buying food. People are still using, uh, you know, products from pharmaceutical companies, illnesses that they have to treat, that they're still taking them. Cisco wireless internet provider. I mean, that's everything here is still going on that I see. So I don't see why these would go down. If they go down, it would just be a good buy long term for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Bank of America, like I said, trying to wait on that dividend to hit in a couple weeks, just like the Gilead that kind of messed up on. So even if I take a little short-term hit with this, losing about $100 in the short term on this, I think long term it'll pay off, and I can keep selling those covered calls at a higher strike price than 25 that I bought it at, probably about 27. Not make a lot of money, but I'm not trying to make a lot of money with this in the short term. I'm trying to make a lot of money with it over the long term. So that's kind of where we stand. And yeah, I will have to update you probably Monday or Tuesday. It's whenever I actually buy the puts, so I can update what I bought and kind of document it. So this is where we stand, and we will see where we are at Monday. So I will catch you guys later, and thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and let your friends know about it. I mean, this is something that I'm kind of documenting. uncharted territory in the stock market in the world right now, but this is a good way to bring in income. And stocks go up and down all the time. And I mean, you're looking at these charts, especially in this time frame. They go up and down, and you can make money both ways. And if you want to own a good company long term, I mean, you could look at this chart. You couldn't have bought this company. Let's see when the last time you could have bought this company this cheap was. It would have been back in 2018. So that would have been a whole, maybe it was December 2018, so maybe not the whole 2 years, but a year and a half ago. So this is the same price a year and a half ago. You could have bought it. Very attractive. It pays you very well. So, I'm optimistic, even though there's a lot of bad news. Always optimistic. There's always something you could buy, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We will make a follow-up video with what I sold, not purchased, actually. I would be getting credited that money and then seeing how that plays out. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.